Hey everybody, and welcome to a StudyNT series episode. My name's Amy Hetherington, and the purpose of these videos is to help international students in the Northern Territory increase their confidence, employability, and their connections to the community. This episode is on self-confidence and some exercises and activities to help with improving the way you see yourself. Before we go any further, please make sure that you download the worksheet. The link for that is below in the comments. Use the worksheet. It makes a huge difference to how actively you participate in the lessons of this video. Self-confidence is incredibly important when you're looking for a new career or starting on your career journey for the first time, or even doing your assignments at school. Self-confidence is important for a lot of different things because it is the internal state of how we view ourselves. So it plays a big role in terms of our confidence to go and pursue opportunities or to get involved or to say yes to things. Having strong self-confidence can help with our motivation. It helps us be more resilient in case something doesn't go to plan. And it helps us participate more enthusiastically in our careers and study. Self-confidence isn't always something you just have. Not many people are born self-confident. Self-confidence is, in fact, something that you work on over time. It builds as you have successes in your life or have positive experiences or spend time actually building your self-esteem. And it's also circumstantial. In some contexts and situations, you might feel more confident than another person because your skills are more suited to that or you've had experience in that area. Everyone has moments of strong self-esteem and lower self-esteem and self-confidence. Even people with high confidence can spend time cultivating that skill to build it up. The stronger it is, the more resilient we'll be in case there is something that doesn't go to plan.
One of the first steps in growing self-confidence is a growth mindset. A growth mindset is the tendency to believe that you can grow, that you can develop new skills, and that you are a growing and evolving human being. So let's start with this as step one for confidence. Actively believing that you can develop your self-confidence will go a long way to achieving that goal.
Before we jump into some of the exercises on building self-confidence, I just want to say the most important thing is to be kind to yourself. We all need to accept that we are growing, adapting, changing, and evolving human beings. And we will never be perfect, and we will never be instantly good at something. We need to put in effort in a kind way. I think if things don't come naturally to you straight away, that's okay. Spend time on it. Give yourself permission to learn these kind of soft skills and be kind to yourself. Because the kinder you are, the more accepting you'll be if things don't happen straight away. Okay, so I've got 5 ideas on ways to increase your self-confidence. The first activity you can do to increase your self-confidence is to accept, embrace, and celebrate the unique you. You are the only person on the planet who has had the exact experiences that have led you to where you are right now. You've had different work experiences to other people, different cultural experiences to other people, different life situations. All of those individual stories have created a unique person, and that is you and you only. That's insane to think about, but also it's something that we should probably value more. Self-confidence can come from thinking, I'm unique and I have a completely different point of view and experience to the next person. That is something valuable, and value can equal self-confidence if you allow yourself to think of your background and your story and where you are now as a valuable asset. So for the first activity, let's reflect on that. Let's get an idea of the uniqueness of you. Check out the worksheet for all the information, but basically in this activity, you're making a mood board that reflects you. The second activity you can do to increase your self-confidence is to celebrate your accomplishments. There are things that you do really well. things that you've achieved in the past that have made a difference for other people, things that your friends and family are very proud about that you've done. I think it's really important that we make time to acknowledge that work and to celebrate our successes. Recognizing what you're good at and what you've done in the past is a great way to build your self-confidence because it gives you a moment to reflect on the difference you've made and how proud you should feel. We don't often make time to celebrate ourselves because once we've achieved one goal, we go on to the next one and then the next one and then the next one. So we never actually get to harness the power of reflecting on a success to build our self-confidence. It's important that we celebrate ourselves when we do something that's successful or something that helps us achieve our next goal. It doesn't have to be monumental or huge, it could just be getting an assignment done on time. But every time we celebrate those actions, it reaffirms that and builds that self-confidence. The next activity is all about celebrating those things that you've done. And trust me, if you do this over time, not just once off, so say you do it once a week, once a month, every quarter, whatever works for you, if you do it continually and over time, it will increase your self-confidence because it's a chance for you to really document those things that you're doing well. And reflecting on things that you're doing well is like having a friend come over and say, hey, you're doing a great job, good for you. And that automatically makes you feel good. So check out the worksheet now for an activity about listing accomplishments, successes, and things that you've achieved.
Accomplishments don't have to be huge. It can be anything you've done to help or improve others. Being a good friend and an awesome listener is just as valuable as that HD on that last assignment. So, when you're listing your accomplishments and achievements, get a friend to help. They're always much kinder.
We put a lot of pressure on ourselves not to fail. But failure is actually a part of everyday life. Not everyone can win all the time. Somebody has to lose. A failure doesn't necessarily mean the end of something. It could also mean an opportunity to learn. Reframing failure is where self-confidence comes in. Someone else's success is not your failure. It's their success. So try to think about it like that. You don't always have to focus on the negative side of something. I didn't achieve, I didn't do this didn't work out for me. You could also look at the other side of it, which means somebody else got that opportunity and they've succeeded and that's exciting for them. Now, what can you do to improve your game and do a better job for next time? Having things that we're not good at makes us human. And the less we fear failure, the more willing we are to try new things and put ourselves out there. Failure isn't a scary thing. It's a part of the story. Don't fear it, embrace it. Although I should point out, it's absolutely okay to feel disappointed. Feeling disappointed and really focusing and dwelling on failure are completely different. Disappointment is totally normal and you can feel that if you don't get the results that you're expecting. But feel the disappointment and then move into that next chapter. Don't sit there in that failure because that's where your self-esteem really struggles. Self-confidence is to look at a failure, accept that it's disappointed you, and then look at ways to improve. In the worksheet now, there's an activity on how to look at something that maybe didn't go to plan and how to reframe it into something that you have learned from. Another thing you can do to increase your self-confidence is to give yourself time and space to improve your skills and actually work on that. If you gain new knowledge, new skills, new insights, new experiences, you're going to feel a lot more confident in the things that you're getting involved in. Every time we gain something new to our building block of talents and background, the more confidence we have to participate. Give yourself time, permission, and space to learn new things. Learning new things will help with your self-confidence. The growth mindset theory is that we all have the ability to improve and to grow and to evolve as human beings. And the best way to grow is to learn. So create space for those self-development opportunities. Join up to a class or an online course or something that helps you increase in an area of your knowledge. The more you learn, the more that you evolve and you grow, the better you're going to feel about yourself. Maybe read books that inspire you or watch incredible films or documentaries. Gain that knowledge and grow your own self-confidence through your own self-knowledge. The next activity in your worksheet is to put a plan together on how to learn a new skill. And the reason why we put a plan together is because it helps your brain feel like it's achievable. And when you start putting a plan together, it feels like you're actually doing something active towards that goal. Instead of just thinking, oh, I wish I could play guitar, you put together a plan so that you actually are doing something active towards that goal. You break it into smaller pieces that'll be easier for you to achieve bit by bit. So follow the worksheet now for a great activity on how to start planning to learn a new skill or to increase your knowledge in a certain area. And one of the main things you can do to increase your self-confidence is to look after your physical and mental well-being. Our bodies carry our minds. So if there's something that isn't being looked after physically or mentally in this space, it means that our self-esteem and confidence can potentially be impacted. The healthier the vessel that carries our minds, the more likely it is that our confidence is going to be well. It's really important that you take time to take care of your physical well-being and also your emotional and mental well-being. Some things that are really useful for that include exercise. Exercise is great because it releases positive hormones into your body that make you feel good. Those endorphins and dopamine can really help for that self-esteem and confidence. Even if you're not into high energy exercise, going for a walk in nature or moving your body in some way is really, really important. Eating a variety of healthy food is also very good for your self-esteem and confidence because it can release certain nutrients into your body to make you feel better. I strongly encourage you to talk to maybe a doctor or a nutritionist about the best foods for you and try to eat lots of fruit and vegetable. They're good for you. They have great chemicals in them that help your body and your mind feel better. Keep hydrated. Oh, water is amazing. I mean, Darwin's a hot place, so we know you got to drink water, but keep hydrated. Water is so good for keeping your mental well-being in control and helping your physical body feel healthy. And get sleep. But sleep is so important for your mental well-being and for your physical health. And if you're sleeping well and you're getting into some sort of pattern and routine of sleep, it gives your mind a chance to heal and recover from any things that might have been challenging. It builds your resilience and your ability to bounce back from challenges. And every time you bounce back in a positive way, your self-confidence grows. Next activity in the worksheet is a bit of a planner to have a look at some of the things that you can start building into your weekly routines to look after your physical and mental well-being. That's it for the video this time, my friends. My last piece of advice is when you want to build your self-confidence and self-esteem, I find hanging out with positive people is a great way to help there. We all have friends who might be a little bit negative, and sometimes that energy can bring you down as well. So if your self-confidence is feeling a little lower than usual, surround yourself with positive people that help build that self-esteem up. Those positive people are excellent. They're like batteries for the well-being. Find them, embrace them, celebrate them, and spend as much time as possible around those kinds of people. If you need any more help with studying in the Northern Territory, head to the StudyNT website. Otherwise, we'll see you at the next episode. My name's Amy Hetherington. Thanks for watching.